Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick review of what I thought of using the Challenger, Hoka Challenger ATR 3 on my Appalachian Trail thru hike. And I started off with a Clifton shoe, but after using the two pairs of Cliftons, I realized that you definitely need to have this off-trail kind of pattern. Um, and I switched over to the Challenger. Now, many of you know about the Hoka brand and all that. My main reasoning why I went with Hoka is because of the cushion. Now, their cushion it's one of the best cushioned shoes that you can definitely get, and I love it. And as far as long-lasting shoes, this isn't the kind of shoe that, it's not, you're not gonna get 1,000 miles out of Hokas. Everybody who's reviewed these, you can get maybe, I've seen people getting 600 and something miles out of them. If you can get more power to you. But as far as durability, this isn't the most durable shoe there is. Now, this is the third pair that I've had on the trail, and they lasted pretty well. As you can see, this toe part I duct taped and super glued it so it wouldn't rip any further, and it worked well for me. Let's see here, the inside of the left shoe, it started to hole up on the inside, but structurally the shoe was still fine. And these shoes still have some miles in them, but after around 400 I switched over to these right here. And as you can see, these are starting to look pretty beat up. The front, I had to duct tape and super glue it. My toe was coming out here. That's even with the duct taped part already. And both sides on the inside tore up like that. Now, the Appalachian Trail, as far as the kind of trails you're looking at, it's a heavy duty trail, rocks, roots, everything of that sort. And the sole actually holds up pretty decent. Now, there will be little parts like that where it will start kind of peeling off a little bit, but it never really tore off or anything like that. So as far as the structural of the sole, it holds up. And the cushion, obviously the cushion starts to disappear after about mile 300. You're not getting as much of a cushion as you'd like to be getting. Now, another thing that I definitely would like to say is I think at this point they are making a wide version of this shoe. I would double check on that, but from what I've heard of people saying is I think there is going to be either already out or there will be making a wider version of this shoe. Now, I think if you get the wider one, you're going to have more space here, so these little tears like that might not happen as quickly. So this shoe, I got 500 miles of it, and as you would know on the AT, that's a good amount of that's a pretty decent amount of mileage for a shoe. It's I'm sure I could still get some more miles out of it. The sole is fine and all of that, so 500 miles is not bad. So as far as that goes, if you go with a wider version, and you can keep your the sides structurally without ripping, you can definitely get more mileage of it, because you're not running, you're just hiking. So you're not going to need as much of a cushion as if you were running and pounding your foot on rocks and all that. Hiking wise, you can definitely get a little more mileage out of a shoe. Now, you do still have the backpack on and all that, but the sole, as you can see, the sole is still in pretty good shape. One thing I would say is, would I recommend this shoe for you if you were going on the thru hike? Would I recommend the Hokas? Absolutely. I mean, I think for me personally, I needed it's a comfortable shoe. This starts to flex well. The cushion is great on it, and if I was gonna do a thru hike over again, I would not have started with the Cliftons. I would just get 5 pairs of these and just go with the Hoka Challenger. Once I would see them kind of tearing up, just get another pair. So probably shoot for around 500 miles per pair or something like that, maybe a little bit less, and just I would definitely go with these again. So I've seen quite a few people on the trail hiking with these, and from I've asked them if they're liking them. They said they were liking the grip of the shoe, the cushion level, and just the comfort level. It's an 11-ounce shoe, so it's a lightweight shoe as far as hiking goes, and I really enjoyed it on my thru hike. Now, another one of those things I would say is this, as far as bang for your buck, it's a $130 shoe. So if you have to get 5 pairs of these shoes on your thru hike, you're gonna have to spend a little bit of money. But overall, it's a great shoe. I would highly recommend it. And once again, I would go for the wider version. I would try these out. And for me, the way my foot is shaped, I would have to tape up my the small toe right next to my pinky. I would tape that up all the time because it would start rubbing, and I didn't have as much room in the front as you would with like an Ultra. So if I didn't need all the, if I was used to an Ultra shoe, maybe I would just go with an Ultra and and basically just go with an Ultra with the wider toe box and all that. But as far as my feet were much happier having this cushion and pounding out 20-mile days and all that. Your feet are just going to be a lot more happier having the cushion shoe. It's great. I would highly recommend it. Try it out. And other than the sides ripping, I really loved it. So Hoka Challenger ATR 3, definitely recommend it on the trail.